the game, but do you think it went sideways today?
I don't think we attacked the net enough. Second period started to shift. They started transitioning better, getting their D up the ice. Some of that was lack, I think, of ozone possession time. I think they have some high-end skill that if you let them skate with their D join, they'll start turning the tide, and that's what they did. I mean, they got a fortunate goal at the end of the second, but they had a number of good looks before that. We all had to be sharp. So I think some of that is on us just to be harder on pucks and play more in their end against that type of team. We had good discipline, stayed out of the box, didn't let the power play beat us, but some open ice there the second, tilted it their way, and they got a quick one in the third. I thought we were going to be okay energy-wise coming out. It seemed like the guys had a little more zip in the intermission and knew what we were up against, but we just lost some coverage there.
What is the mindset of the team right now? I mean, it seems like after the first goal against them, like the pass by DeBrus there, when he fanned on it, it seemed like the team sagged a little bit.
I don't know. I think right now we know we're not. The goals aren't coming easily, so it's going to be every goal matters. So I think that's in everybody's head. Just the stretch we're in right now. You go through the opposite where nothing seems to phase you. We went through that. We came back every night, seemed in this building for a stretch. So right now we got to find a balance where we get the lead, play the right way, protect the lead, and that's how we play our best hockey. So mindset is, I think there's a little bit of there's a little sickness going around the room, so guys were lacking a bit of energy, and it showed on the ice today at times. But I think our mindset is good at the end of the day. We just gotta kind of pull ourselves out of it. We're the group that's got us this far, had some success. We're the group that's got to kind of get back to a little more basics. I think the third period we're a little more attack oriented in terms of putting pucks on the net, going to the net, recovering pucks. I mean, that's hockey 101. We've gotten away from it.
There's been a stretch of David and Jake. They've been a consistent pair for you, but maybe in this bit you really haven't had too much offensive chemistry between the two. What do you think has been difficult for them to generate offense?
I don't know if I'd say everything, but I don't know if that's fair. But right now they just haven't connected for whatever reason. I don't want to put on one individual or the other. As a line, they're not. I've always talked to David when he's going. He tends to pull people along, but Jake's also he's been in the league. You guys, 180 some odd games. Like, he should be able to look after himself too at this point on a nightly basis, and they should be feeding off one another. Charlie went in there, didn't seem to generate much today for them, so we moved some people around. But I mean, that's clearly a group of players that, no matter who they're with, we need to see a little more attack out of them. Some nights it goes in, you go through stretches and everything goes in, something doesn't. But I think they've been too quiet for how good they are. And I don't have a great answer, what the reason is. It might just be a stretch of the season we look back and say they were off, or it might be something a little more. But we pulled them apart today. We'll see how it looks going forward.
When you say look after himself on Jake, are you talking about net drive? Or you talking about
anything, just playing the game, attacking. The other day he drew a penalty by chipping a puck behind a guy. His biggest asset is his foot speed, so he has to use that, be a little more tenacious on pucks, create some of his own shots. Take a basketball term, it doesn't always need crutch to get him the puck. Go chase one down or win a foot race. When we chip a lot of pucks today, the puck was bouncing all over. It's been a good night for it. Find his own shot, one-on-one, kind of Edmonton had a couple guys did that, beat us a couple times one-on-one. You have to try that, a little bit of that stuff. Be harder on it. I think that's how Anders has turned the corner a little bit. That's what Marshy does, Pasta. So a little bit is on Jake to initiate and have some second effort on pucks and some will on it to create some offense.
Take one more, if there's one more.
You talked about moving the lines around. Is there anything there that you saw tonight that you might want to use long term?
We'll take a look at it after, to be honest with you. Coyle went up. He had never played, I don't think, with Bergie and Marshall. That was something we'd always said, well, I wonder what that would look like. Gretchen Pasta, we've seen, Heino's been there. So we'll take a closer look at it, see what was generated. And this is very small sample size, so I don't know how much we'll use from it.
Thanks, everyone.